Okay, Boker Tov, we are continuing in Megilat Eicha Perek Gimel, Pasuk Nun Dalet. Tzafu ma'im al roshi, amarti nigzarti. Water flowed above my head. I said that I'm doomed. So Rashi over here says the explanation is we were in it over our heads. It was so difficult for us, the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash, like a person that has water, he's in the water and the water is now going over his head. And one might think at that moment, I'm doomed. I'm dead. But no, the next pasuk, Karati Shimcha Hashem mibor tachtiyot. I called out to your name, Hashem, from the depths of the pit. Not just mibor tachtiyot, from the depths of the pit. I called out to you, Hashem, and that's the Jewish reaction. And it's not that I give up or anything like that, but in the difficult situations, to turn, of course, to the Kadosh Baruch Hu. Here, this double lashon of mibor tachtiyot is in reference also, as the Al-Shikh says, for Yetziat Mitzrayim, where we were in the depths that was in Mitzrayim, and we were even in a second depths, which was during the Yam Suf. We were in the water, so to speak, and because Baruch Hu, he took care of us. And here he also quotes the Gemara Masechet Sotah that says when Nachshon ben Aminadav went into the water, and when he giya mayim ad nafesh, it wasn't that he just walked in and then water got to his nose and then it opened up. But he also did a tefillah, Hoshieni Elokim, Hashem save me and save the nation. And then it opened up. That's a quote from the Gemara in Masechet Sotah Daf Lamed Zayin. The next pasuk Nun Vav, Koli Shamata, Al Ta'alem Oznecha Leravchati V'Shavati. And Hashem, you listened to my voice. Al Ta'alem Oznecha, you didn't hide away your ear. And now, future, don't hide away your ear, leravchati, leshavati, to my prayers and to my cries. So here, the El-Shikh has two explanations. The first is the following: we know that the Geula, it's been a long time, and Mashiach hasn't come yet, and we know that there's a time for it, and even though we want it every day, but every day it didn't come yet, but nevertheless, you're listening to our tefillot and you're listening to our cries, and continue to listen. And the other explanation is an interesting one, where he says the following: imagine you have two people that are close to the king, and one person, he asks something from the king, and while he's asking, the king knows what he wants already. He says, don't worry, he cuts him off, don't worry, here, and he gives it to him, and he goes. Second person, the king is going to give it to him, but the person, he lets the person say his whole story, lets the person talk, he lets the person say his whole thing, he listens, and then he gives it to him. So you might think that the first person is more liked by the king. I don't even have to hear you, don't worry, here, take it already. No, but actually it's the second person that the king is listening to. He's listening and listening, he's giving him his time to actually listen to him, then he gives it to him. That's actually a closer connection. And just a comparison, some people, they come to my house for tzedakah. So I guess they know who the rabbis are. Maybe the rabbis have access to more or whatever. So they come to the house. So it's easy to oh, here, I got to go, take and go. But they also want to be heard. They're human beings. They want to be felt. And just sometimes it's sitting and listening to them, even though I'm going to give them $36. That's it. And but if you shut them out, you give them and they go, they don't feel good. Okay, give them 5 minutes, they talk to their story, this and that. You already know how much you're going to give, and then you give, but it's a different feeling. And so too, the pasuk here, when it says, don't hide your ears from my prayers, from my cries, we want that second relationship. Hashem, you know if you're going to give us Mashiach today or not, you know if you're going to give me Parnasah today or not, you know if you're going to give me health or not, but listen to me. And that's the relationship we want. We want that close connection always. Karavta beyom ekraeka, amarta altira. Hashem, you came close to us, even on days that we called out to you, you answered us. You were close to us, even on the exact day that we asked, that Hashem answers us, and we have the right as a child to ask Hashem, our Father, answer me today, please. Give me today, please. You're my dad. I don't want to wait anymore. So sometimes, yes, you give it to me even today. And amarta altira, and you told us through our prophets, altira, not to fear. HaKadosh Baruch Hu has a cheshbon. There's a reason. Sometimes along the way, we're going to have tragedies for singles. Bnei Israel as a whole, al tira, don't worry, and everything's going to be okay. We're guided by HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The last pasuk for today, Ravta Hashem rivin nafshi ga'alta chayai. Hashem, you fought the fights of my soul, and you redeemed my life. That even though there have been difficulties, you were there to fight my fights, and you redeemed us as a nation. And even though there's been, according to deen, according to strict judgment, I might have not been worthy, etc., as a singular or as a nation, still you fought my fight and you redeemed me as a nation, as a singular situation. Bezrat Hashem, the great redemption, we very, very soon. Amen. Amen. Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai אומר יצא הקדוש ברוך הוא לזכות את ישראל לפיכך חיבר עליהם תורה מצווה שנאמר אדוני חפץ למען צדקו יגדיל תורה וידיר. Amen.